In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a standard form equation from an application and graph it and then also interpret what you see. So the first thing that I want to do is just remind you what standard form looks like. And this is the form, standard form of an equation. It is ax plus by is equal to c. Now what's most important that you know from, hopefully from previous videos, is that your a term has to be positive, but your b coefficient could be positive or negative technically, and then your c term also could be positive or negative technically, but the a strictly is supposed to be positive, that coefficient. So now I'm going to read you the scenario and then we'll start working towards building our equation and graphing it and then interpreting what you see. It says you are planning a class play and you will be selling tickets, and those tickets are going to be adult tickets and student tickets. It says adult tickets will sell for $4. So I'm going to highlight that because that's probably going to be very important information for me. So adult tickets are going to sell for $4 each, and then student tickets are going to sell for $2 each. You want to sell enough tickets to have a total income of $1,500. So I know that is also going to be important. You need to decide the number of adult tickets and the number of student tickets to sell. Now next it says to write an equation in standard form representing your situation. It says X will be the number of adult tickets. Now notice how I highlighted that in orange. So I'm going to highlight this in orange as well, that X will be representing adult tickets. Y will be the number of student tickets sold. I notice I highlighted that in purple, so I'm going to also highlight this in purple to remind myself that Y will be the number of student tickets sold. So my standard form is going to look like this. Adult tickets are my X, and I know the coefficient per X because each X is $4. So 4X is going to be part of my equation. And then my Y value, my student tickets, were sold at $2 each. So plus 2Y. And then I noticed that I want to sell so many tickets because I need to make some income, and that income needs to be $1,500. So this is going to be my standard form equation. Notice it is in the format that we need, and my X is also positive. Now what I'm going to do is start finding my intercepts, graphing my line, and then talking about how that can be interpreted. So identify and interpret our X-intercept, because this is how we're going to graph. So my X-intercept needs to be an X value, and in the X-intercept, the Y is 0. So if I have 4X plus 2 times 0 equal to 1,500 or 1,500, really that's the same as 4X equaling 1,500 because this term completely goes away when it's multiplied by 0. Now 1,500 divided by 4, 1,500 divided by 4 is 375. So that is going to be my X-intercept, 375. So 375 comma 0 is going to be the X-intercept of my graph. Now I'm looking at my X-axis, and I should probably label this. So X is going to be student tickets sold. I should say number of. And then my Y-axis is number of adult tickets sold. And it looks like we're going by 25s, 25, 50, 75, 100. So 375 on my X-axis would be in between 350 and 400. So there's that point, the 375. And my interpretation would be, if we have 375 for X, or number of student tickets, then the point 0 would be 0 adult tickets sold. So if you sell only student tickets, meaning no adult tickets, you have to sell 375 tickets to make the $1,500 income. Now for our Y-intercept, we are going to plug in for x 0. So 4 times 0 in my equation plus 2y is equal to 1,500. Now if this is multiplied by 0, that term is going to go away. Nothing plus 2y equals 1,500. And then if I divide both sides by 2, 1,500 divided by 2 now instead is 750. So 750 is my Y-intercept. Now I labeled my Y here in purple, so I'm going to label that in also purple. And it looks like these are going up by 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300. So 750 would be this point here on my graph. And what I'm going to do is connect these 2 points on my grid. Notice how that line, you can perfectly see how it's going. If you connect it well here, as straight as you can, we can also find other points on that line, which we're going to do in just a minute. But my interpretation here for this point would be, because x is 0, that means you could sell only adult tickets. And if so, you have to sell 750 tickets to make the $1,500 income. Now, it's probably going to be rare that you sell only student tickets or only adult tickets. And so this graph is going to help us find 3 other combinations of tickets that we could get of student tickets and adult ticket combinations. So as I'm looking at this line, I want to find other points that we could have on that line. So pick any 3 points on your line. Maybe we want to pick 100 here for student tickets, or maybe you want to pick 250 student tickets, or maybe you're thinking a lot of students are going to go, I don't know, a class play, maybe more adults are going to go. Maybe there's a lot more adults and a lot less students that will randomly show up. So pick any 3 points on your line and name those combinations. So I'm going to pick these points. I picked 50, 650. I also picked this point, 100 for student tickets and 550 adult tickets. And then I picked one more point over here, 250 student tickets and 250 adult tickets. Now again, that was adult tickets sold and student tickets sold in this order. Student tickets sold and adult tickets sold.